And we're not even halfway into Black History Month.
Dude, man, Beyonce started us off right.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Hello, welcome. This is episode 26 of So Well Spoken. I'm Morris. With me is Angelus.
Hello.
And Slavin.
Yo.
Yes, first and foremost, thanks to Black Ace for making the theme song for us. He's at DJ Ace88 on Twitter. And you can also follow us on Twitter. We are SWS Podcast. And, well, it's been a pretty crazy Black History Month. We found out, well, it was like a month before Black History Month that NPR won't be taking our name. And then...
Because they're scared? Because they were scared?
Well, it was our name. It is our name. And a few days ago, iTunes featured us on their Black History Month like showcase of podcasts, which I wasn't aware of until the podcast Joblogs tweeted at us. Mm-hmm. They are Joblogs. That's JOBLOGUES, and I think it's like a young professionals podcast where they just talk about business life and such.
So they absolutely didn't listen to us at all.
Oh, probably not. They were like tweeting like everyone in the showcase. They're like, support Black podcasts, and we just so happen to be there.
Yeah.
So maybe now, Tristan Walker,
right?
Maybe you send us some of that Bevel money. Enter promo code SWS somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even want money, really. We're like, I'll settle for some razors.
I'll settle for that new clipper they got coming out. That is wireless, rechargeable.
¿Por qué no los dos? I want both, man. So
Tristan, we know you're not hurting for money. You could spare 3.
Seriously, you probably could, man.
I just shaved the other day and got razor bumps all up on my face.
I don't actually get razor bumps, but I would like to keep not getting them. So
yeah, could use some of that soothing balm or whatever. Also, we would shield for Adam and Eve too.
Our stamps.com.
I had stamps.
We'll do stamps. We'll sell one of your mattresses. There's like 3 companies out there that sell mattresses online. We'll do that.
Farmers only.
Bay app. You're still in the run for this.
Uber. Hey, we're flexible.
Fucking Lyft. We'll do whatever, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're reaching the demographics that a lot of companies are neglecting.
This is true. Just saying, we will advertise the hell out of your product, both on the podcast and in real life.
Hell yeah. Especially if you give it to us. Not that you have to, but it would be nice.
Audible. That's another one. Audible, if you're listening.
Yeah. There you go.
I was using Audible the other day.
Hey, Shadow Dog Productions, we'll do a play too.
Just know that you can contact us anytime. We'll respond to that email very quickly.
Yeah.
sowellspoken@gmail.com. Boost Mobile, if you got some money to spare. You want to sponsor a podcast.
Oh man, the Boost Mobile commercial used to be the shit.
Yo, man, that Kanye West Game Ludacris commercial for Boost was amazing back in the day.
RC Cola.
I think that's about as far we're willing to go as RC Cola.
I don't think I want to go that far, though. I mean, I have some semblance of standards to myself, man. Come on.
What's that company that sends people snack food through the mail?
I don't know. That's probably a ton of them.
Nature Box. That's the one I was thinking of. Nature Box.
Oh,
Blue
Crate.
Apron. We'll do Blue Apron.
Loot Crate. Humble Bundle.
We're available is the point.
Yeah.
We're open to negotiation.
Very available.
But we'll drop them all for you, Tristan Walker. I didn't mention, but the XCOM 2 giveaway is over.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I keep forgetting to hop one.
Congratulations to the Moose who won a copy of XCOM 2. We'll probably do another one in the future. I'm not sure what it'll be yet, but that was from Slant.com. SLAENT.com. We have like a solid like 5 minutes of just chilling already.
I mean, is it wrong though?
Yeah,
we're starting at the bottom, man.
Yeah,
we've been paying out of pocket for like 3 years.
That could be all some other companies' marketing time.
Oh, since we last recorded, Maurice White died of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yes, right. Sorry.
I felt so bad I had to Google that.
Really? Aren't you like 45?
Shut up. I never listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I don't believe that. I mean, you didn't go out of your way to listen to them.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I've heard them, but, I don't have the records or anything.
You didn't have those 8 tracks?
Betamax, yo.
Okay, so Maurice White died, and then DMX was found unconscious.
Yeah.
So if you go to isdmxinjail.com, which is one of our favorite sites, if that website wants to sponsor us, we'll take that too, because we're big fans of yours. If you go to that website, it says DMX is hospitalized, and under it says he almost died with a sad face.
They said it was an asthma attack.
Man,
I thought it was like asthma plus drugs.
I just heard it was asthma.
Yeah, I just heard it was just asthma, no drugs.
But drugs can exacerbate asthma.
All I know
so
is
get well,
that,
Earl.
Seriously, imagine what DMX would have been had he never smoked that one joint that was laced with coke.
I think he'd be pretty much where he is now. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of range.
But, I mean, he had a lane, though, man. He had a good lane that he was running, and then he just fell off. Like, he was the only person from Rough Riders who probably could have lasted a little bit longer than everybody else did.
I don't even know anybody else from Rough Riders. Oh, what's her name?
Jadakiss.
No, you're thinking of Eve, right?
He's probably thinking of Eve, yeah.
Eve the only real winner from Rough Rider.
Is she? Because I can't remember the last thing she's been in.
She's in that new barbershop, right?
She is? I know Nicki's in it.
Or maybe Eve's not in it.
She don't have to be in jazz. She married a billionaire.
That's what everybody's doing nowadays, man. I'm trying to find myself a billionaire woman who's young-ish.
That's way too many things. Being way too picky.
Yeah, that's like unicorn. Anybody that fit that subscription is going to be coming from old money, and they won't want your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you do the J Electronica route.
I don't know how you pull that off, honestly, man.
It had to be some hoodoo or something involved. You know they had to be mad at family get-togethers with him there.
Hell yeah, they're probably like, yo, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah,
have you even dropped an album yet?
Yeah, J Electronica, he was with it was Rothschild?
I think that sounds...
yeah, who's like...
They like invented money?
No, she's part of the British royal family.
No. Yeah, no. It's a British chick, yes, but her family's wealthy, but she's not royalty.
Yeah, I thought they just like owned banks like since the dawn of time over there.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I know she's not part of the royal family, bro. Like, they wouldn't let J Electronica marry her.
J Electronica would have been dead.
We wouldn't know where J Electronica is.
Oh, have you guys been keeping up with Martin Schmeckel?
That dude is crazy. Trying to buy the Kanye West album for $10 million.
Yeah. That Ghostface video turned hilarious to sad in record time.
Yeah, because Martin released that video where he was calling out Ghostface, saying that he had goons and he had like 3 dudes with their faces covered, and he was talking shit. And then Ghost comes back with a video where he makes fun of him for a little while, and then he tells him that he's killing babies and the elderly by jacking up the price of that drug. And then he had that older woman give like her testimonial where she was like crying. I was like,
that was his sister, his older sister.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that and the other lady was his mom.
Oh, I had no idea that they were related.
Yeah, if he had cut it off like up to that point, it would have been golden. But man,
yeah, that was. Yeah, she was like talking about how she was recovering from cancer and all that.
Yeah,
Dude,
But
man, that video just got so weird so quick.
But Smeckle, he seemed like the type of dude who you know the kid that had to bribe people to come over his house, like say I got the new Nintendo or I got the turtle van or whatever. What kids y'all generation played with? Power Rangers,
like shit that needs electricity.
Yeah.
We're not that bad, Slay. I mean, you got the new generation coming up that's worse than us, man.
The whole concept behind reaction videos is they bother me.
Behind what?
Behind reaction videos.
Oh, that you said ratchet videos.
People are rushing to see these. People are rushing to see other people react to something that they could just watch themselves.
Yeah, the whole reaction thing is weird to me.
It just seems empty, like an empty experience.
I think that's us, though. I think our generation just isn't going to get that because, like, my friend who has kids, like, they're obsessed with watching other people play video games.
No, like that I can understand. I mean, I watch, like, Twitch streams very rarely, but I watch them. Like, I can understand, you know, like, listening to a person's commentary as they're playing the game. Because, like, first, when I'm playing video games, I talk to myself out loud to try to figure out a problem. So I would imagine that people doing this on the stream, you know, you get to, like, listen to them figure out a game, and it's kind of, like, entertaining, I guess. But, like, reaction videos, like Slade's talking about, like, you know, I'm going to record myself watching the trailer to Batman versus Superman. Like, that makes no sense.
Well, that's
to me.
a thing?
Yeah, reaction videos, man.
Yeah, that's been a thing for long.
That's what reaction videos are, yo. It's like people that record themselves watching or listening to something and shows you their reaction, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, how is there a market for this? Like, are you serious?
I watch Twitch, but I can never watch for like more than 10 minutes unless it's just
that's how it is for me.
Unless it's something unless I'm trying it's a part where I can't get past in the game. Just watching people play video games, period, makes me antsy. Makes me want to grab the control and play myself.
Yeah, I get too angry. I'm like, yo, what are you doing right now? Yo, you suck. Like, don't do that. And they can't hear you. Or worse, they'd be like, hey, don't tell me how to beat the game. Like, yo, not like quit being garbage then.
Yeah, my nephew loves going around the tracks and Mario Kart backwards drives me insane.
Oh man, people who play racing games and they go reverse on the track need to be punched in the throat, man. Just get on my damn nerves.
He's 8 years old. He's 8 years old.
Well, I'm not going to punch an 8-year-old, but
but he should know better.
He should know better. Like, you need to teach him respect.
What else happened this week?
Beyonce's destroyed America way of life.
Oh yeah, it's being unapologetically black. It just
sets people off, man.
Yeah. Like people looked at, oh, you were chosen one. You know, we considered you white and you had to go and do this.
It was wild how people were saying how the video was racist.
Ooh.
Exactly. And I was like reading a couple people's responses, and they're like, are some white people so offended by not being included that it feels like someone's being racist against them?
Beyonce had people so shook with that, man. Like,
and there was this blogger that says it's okay for me not this female blogger, white female blogger. She said she's right now. It's okay for me not to get the formation video because it's not for me. I was like, then why'd you write this whole article?
Because people are going crazy,
dude. Seriously, man. Like, people act like Beyonce just like killed like some important white dude or something like that, and they are just really upset. Like, I've never seen people so angry about something like this in my life.
Oh, and they got mad about the Red Lobster thing.
Dude, man, everybody's getting mad about that. Like,
wait, why are people mad about Red Lobster?
It's a mixture of things. Like, number one, people like trying to pretend like, you know, they're not affected by advertising. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you heard that song. Now you want Red Lobster. Like, okay, number one, why did you buy your damn Xbox or your PlayStation or your Nike tennis shoes? Advertisement, shut the fuck up. But like, the other thing is they're like, who eats at Red Lobster? Like, they got this pretentious attitude as if like, you know, they would never find themselves at Red Lobster. And now like there's this little small undercurrent of basically men's right advocates who are saying that, oh my God, this is just reverse sexism. And I'm just like, is it really? Like, I don't know about you, but if my chick took me to Red Lobster, I wouldn't be thinking, dang, this is reverse sexist. I'd be thinking, dang, I hit it right. But it's just a lot of tomfoolery, man. Like, it's just people who are just, I don't know. To me, it just feels like they just want something to complain about, because it's like Beyonce basically kind of just shut down the internet, and
they're not part of it, so they're going to nitpick.
There you go, basically.
I've always not really had an opinion about Beyonce. She's always seemed like really sterile, and inoffensive, and like she has like no presence on social media. She's very private for a big celebrity.
That's actually
so for
really
her
true.
to like come out and do this, I was kind of shocked.
Honestly, like somebody has said it. It's like she probably like, I feel like this is what I feel like. So I'm not like trying to speak for anybody else, but I feel that I've always seen her as the kind of person who was very, very, she was very concerned. She's always like worried about her image toward, as far as like getting endorsements, things like that. And then her image in the eyes of white America. And so I think when she did this was like a moment for me to be like, dude, damn, this is crazy. Prior to this, I would have never seen Beyonce do something so blunt on the nose. She does subtle things, but like it's never been something like this before. So I was just like, damn. The only other time I've ever really thought about it like that was when she dropped that song, Bow Down Bitches, which was another time the internet went crazy. Like, oh my gosh, she's calling people bitches. She's a horrible person. But it's like, I think she's at the point now where she realizes that she's got basically all the money in the world. And at this point, she really doesn't need to care so much about white people's feelings on things. What are they going to do?
I liked watching the Twitter's reaction, the people who don't like Beyonce, like, damn, maybe I was wrong about her all these years. And like coming around to Beyonce after she made this statement.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm not going to say she needed to, but I kind of feel like, for lack of a better word, her doing that was a really good thing, because I mean, I know people who didn't really like Beyonce because they felt she had quote unquote abandoned the blacks. I was just like, did she? Like she abandoned black people for white money, things like that. And so a lot of people feel like this is something that she needed to do. And I'm like, I wouldn't say she abandoned them, but I mean, I think they're just mostly mad that her music didn't just exclusively cater to them.
Yeah.
And so like when she did this, now like the spectrum is completely shifting in the opposite direction. Now it's like the white people are like, oh my God, she's not making her music for me. I hate her. Like, what is all this racial stuff and things like that? And
yeah, they forgot she was a black woman.
Yeah, basically. It's like, this entire time they've seen Beyonce as one of the good ones. She towed the line, so to speak. And then she came out with this and they're just like, whoa, wait a minute. Yo, like, what are you doing right now? Like, what is all this Black Panther and fists and all this pro-black and you like your Negro lips? What are you doing? We can't relate to this. Please just make songs about being independent women and throwing the ring on it. That's what we know.
It kind of warms my heart to picture little white girls talking about their Negro fathers and Creole mothers.
That'd be funny, little girls singing that song on the school bus.
Like, it's gonna happen. It's like the biggest song right now, like of the moment.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be lovely too. Can't wait to see Fox News like, oh my God, this song is an epidemic in America. Look at this video that this young mother sent us. Her innocent little white girl daughter singing this horrible
innocent
song.
Little white girl daughter
singing this horrendous song. She's just stroking the flames of the race war, which is my favorite saying of all time. Like,
yeah, America was healing until she dropped that single.
I was, dude. When that woman
almost
said
there.
that,
We were almost there.
I died when she said that, man. We were healing. I was like, were we?
Yeah.
It's like, well, damn, Beyonce, you've literally become the most threatening thing to American way of life. Usurping ISIS, Russia, North Korea in the course of 3 days, and all you did was write a song. That's real power, yo.
Yeah, she like over the course of the weekend, she had congressmen and all kind of other people just come in. That's real power.
It really is. Like, I'm really upset because I've learned, I studied my whole life trying to get that kind of power. And she got it so easily.
I wouldn't say easily.
I mean, Yeah, it wasn't easy. Well, that the act was, but her path to getting there so that she could do that was pretty hard. Yeah, people were saying, oh, she shouldn't do things like that because she's a role model. I was like, that's the reason why she should do it.
Yeah.
I was arguing with this lady on my Facebook. She's like, she's not a role model for just black girls. She's a role model for little white girls too, and little Asian girls, things like that. I was like, and for those little Asian girls, Hispanic girls, they can still take pride in that because, you had the brown berets, the Red Asian Guard. You had all those groups back in the 60s and 70s, man. So it's like, little white girls can be proud too. It's called the White Panther Party.
That's such bullshit because now that Beyonce came out and like waved her black woman flag, now it's an issue that little Asian girls and little Hispanic girls can't relate fully. Like when Taylor Swift comes out, that's like, no, it doesn't really matter because like my daughter can relate, so it's okay for the time being.
But once my daughter can no longer relate to Taylor Swift,
yeah, it's fake concern. Like, yeah, they start pulling out these other minorities. Like, well, they're left out too. Like, we were all left out. I don't think anyone's real mad that black girls have someone to look up to that looks like them.
Does anybody really relate to Taylor Swift? She's so bland and
bland girls.
I guess so. The same people that look at the J-Lo. I'm
about to say, there's a lot of women look at the J-Lo, bro. But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, not really a fan of her.
She seems like empty, like no personality.
Man, she's honestly, when I watched that trailer for X-Men, I was like, what is going on? This is some struggle nonsense right here, man.
Oh, shit. Oh, don't even get me started.
I wanted to talk about Bernie Sanders for a little bit.
All right.
Because I know that...
Feel the burn, 2015. I mean, shit, 17.
Because Angelus, I know, was saying how he's voting Hillary because it's pragmatic and practical and she has a better chance of winning the general.
Yes.
And then, but Slavin, it feels like you're like annoyed by Bernie Sanders.
I'm not annoyed by Bernie. Well,
I'm annoyed by Bernie Sanders' followers, his supporters.
I'm annoyed by some of the things he says. Like, he can't give us really a straight answer on like race questions. He always goes back to campaign finance or Wall Street, which, ain't no cop ever asked for a 401k when, putting a bullet in somebody. But his followers are what's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like just today, did y'all see the stuff about John Lawrence?
No.
John Lewis.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know who John Lewis is, right?
Yes.
John Lewis, a reporter asked him about Bernie Sanders, and he said, "I'm gonna stop you right there. Back then, I didn't see Bernie, didn't know him, didn't meet him or anything." And he left it at, well, he didn't left it there. He said he had talked to Clinton, so that added to it. But he just said he didn't know him back then, and that set Twitter on fire.
Well, because Joe Lewis came out and said that he misspoke and he didn't meet the Clintons then.
Oh, but he said he misspoke because I thought it was pretty apparent. He said he'd met the Clintons, but anyway, let's set the standards on fire. Talking about he's a sellout, he's an Uncle Tom, this, that, and the other. And that's not a good look when you're trying to attract that black voters. But Bernie did walk with MLK. That's how we need to know. Should follow and just go along to get along.
Like I said, man, number one is like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the idea of a socialist society in America because we definitely need it. If I had more faith in the fact that it would actually work out, I would vote for him. But here's the thing, man. Like 98.3% of the plans that he wants to pass, none of them they're not going to get passed because not only are the Republicans going to be like, nah, fam, Democrats going to be like, nah, fam. So like nobody's going to be behind him on any of those. I mean, they sound great. Don't get me wrong. Like I would love for single payer healthcare, basic income from people, free education. Love that. Matter of fact, I'm trying to move to Canada so I can get that. In our political climate, right? Like if we were to like Bernie Sanders right now trying to do that, it's not going to work. Like give it like 50 years, we can probably start getting a lot of that in. Like we can probably get a lot of that stuff passed, or at least one of those things. Like the way he's talking about them, the way he presents them is not going to get anybody from the Democratic side on his side. It's basically going to be him, the president, versus Republicans and Democrats. And it's just like, I don't feel like And then that's the other thing is that, all right, so you're going to have Bernie Sanders versus both the Republicans and Democrats. So both of those parties are going to come together to make propose their own bill that's probably going to be horrible for the economy. And that's probably going to be something that passes. And we're like, yo, you just set us back. I'd rather not deal with that. Like, I don't like Clinton, but again, lesser of two evils. Fuck it. Just going to go with Clinton. That and I hate his
they're all about the revolution.
And the thing is, like, another thing that just really annoys me is like I just said, it's supporters. One thing that I really hate is being talked down to like I'm a fucking idiot. And unfortunately, a lot of my coworkers are Bernie Sanders supporters, and they irk the mess out of me with the way they talk to me. And it's just, oh, you're a minority. You should understand. It's like, you should understand that Bernie Sanders wants what's best for you. And I'm just like, please go on. Explain to me how we're just really stupid and you're the enlightened one and you know what's going on in the world. I have coworkers literally come up to me and saying, it's okay. It's not your guy's fault. You don't know what's best for you. And I'm just like, bruh, you really say these things out loud. And like the fact that one of the reasons why I haven't stabbed you or punched you yet is because I work here and I need the check. The kind of crap that you're saying is the reason why, nobody wants to follow Bernie Sanders. It's like, you've got this condescending tone. We don't know what's going on. It's like, it's not that. It's that it's more along the fact that Blacks, Hispanics, Asians, like, we've seen these empty promises play out time and time again. And we've seen that when we go for them, they hurt us more than they hurt everybody else. So why would we keep doing it? Come on.
Like I said, when you're a minority in America, you don't get the dream.
You really don't. You got to go. Yeah, you got to hope one doesn't fuck you as hard as the rest of them do.
Yeah.
Or at least take your Red Lobster. And like the funny thing is like I went, actually gave my grandmother a call. She's Dominican. And she was like, her coworkers were talking about it as well. And they're all like, they were saying kind of basically the same things to her, like as a Hispanic woman, you should vote this way and that way. And she's just, I'm not fooling with you people right now, man. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I have two solid rules for in the workplace. Don't talk politics and don't eat anything anybody brings from their house.
I try not to talk politics to anybody, mostly because I don't really give a damn. Like, I care, but I don't care enough to like debate you on them. When people talk to me about it, I just kind of look at them like, okay, word, that's awesome. 9 times out of 10, I just play along with them and agree with what they say, so they leave me alone. Unless it becomes racial, then I gotta like get real with them, which happens too much.
Don't you hate when you accidentally become that safe person at work that they can? No,
I do it on purpose so I can see what they really want to say.
I'm real quiet at work, so they get the impression, so they slip and they end up saying something suspect, and I just look at them.
Oh man, I got this one coworker who is basically racist, like full blooded. He hates everybody, and he got fired. I'm not going to say who got him fired, but like he unfortunately is no longer employed. But basically, he was talking about the welfare system in America and how it's not fair that all his hard-earned money goes to, and I quote, the Naroonies.
The what?
What the hell?
The what?
The Naroonies.
Naroonies?
Yeah, the Naroonies.
Is that like Naruto fans or something?
No, this is a guy from North Florida. So basically he's Southern as hell. So he's talking about the Naroonies, and like me, like there's another black chick with me, and like she and I just looked at each other. We're just like, what did this dude just say? Yeah, and she was looking at me.
How do you spell that? I can't even Google that.
Dude, that's the thing. We've looked that word up to make sure that we were right in our suspicion that was racist. We couldn't find anything about that word.
It just sounds real racist.
And like that's some like old throw like.
That's pre-internet racism.
That's like some founding fathers racism or something. I thought I've heard every racist name.
Dude, we didn't know. I typed in Narooni. I didn't find anything, but I was just like, did this dude just say that? And so our supervisor, he was just like, oh, he's like, he just says that. He says about everybody. I'm like, okay, word. And so
HR.
Did he make that word up?
I think he did. Like
that's kind of commendable.
I think the reason why he did that is so that if you try to complain and say that he was being racist, he's like, that's not a racist word.
Damn, that's fucking smart.
Right.
You sure he didn't mean Octoroon?
No. We definitely heard no Rooney.
No Rooney.
And I was just like, what the hell is like, dude, for like a week, it shit ate at me. I was like, what the hell is a no Rooney?
I'm going around calling people at work Toonami and shit.
Yeah.
But one day he messed up though, because like we've got 2 Middle Eastern coworkers. They're like our best programmers, which is funny because I suck. I don't know why they keep me. But he was at work and he was like, we had the news playing on. Somebody had the news playing on one of their computer in the terminals, and it was talking about the Muslim treatment. And he said something. Uh-oh. Yeah, he said something. I forgot what he worded. He said, "I don't understand what the problem is." It was in response to Trump saying that he wanted to build a wall, and then some other stuff about maybe registering them in a database. And he said, "I don't understand what the problem is." He's like, all of the towel heads are going to try to blow this place up anyways.
No, we did.
I swear to God. I swear. And like me and the female, like black female, like we're looking at each other like in silence. And like we use Slack so you can communicate, chat with your coworkers. So we're on Slack. Like number one, this is no joke. The minorities at work, we have our own channel.
You got to.
And so like basically we don't talk crap about anybody. Like basically it's a channel just for like, what music are you guys listening to? Or, like what's a good recipe? Like, recipe from the family, things like that. But anyways, like we were in the chat and like one of the guy coworkers, he's like, what did he just say? And I was like, yo, I think he literally just called me Towelhead. And so I'll give him a new name.
Call him the Rooney.
I'm not endorsing that name, but no. So like basically, apparently he talked about it, or direct supervisor got a warning on it. But like after like a couple of days, they just weren't happy with it. Like they were so upset that he said that. And so we were in Slack and they're like, yo, he's like, I'm about to go to HR with this. I was like, anybody else wants to go with me? And I was like, I'll go. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, he called them. He said this, and then he called us Naroonies. And I was like, I'm positive that is a racial. And so
I can't prove it just yet.
I mean, that's what it basically was, because she was like, what does it mean? I was like, I can't prove that it means this, but I'm almost 900% positive that it's just a cool way for him to say niggers. So yeah, so he initially got a warning, and then he got fired on a Friday.
Yeah, because that context doesn't give you a whole lot of wiggle room.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Like, I'm tired of all these Naroonies on welfare taking my money. Like, what did he mean? Single white mothers?
No.
Is that what Naroonie means?
Definitely not. Because I was like, and he was like, I'm sorry if I, like, when he was leaving and packing up his thing, he's like, I'm sorry if I offended anybody. He was crying. And like, some people were like, I feel bad. I was like, I really don't. I was like, no bad feelings here.
Did he have a family?
I think he's married. I don't think he has kids. I don't really try to talk to him too much. After that whole Naroonie incident, it's kind of not being. I'm not
sorry
really a good
if I
friend.
offended any of you Naroonies.
Yeah.
Sensitive ass.
Grow some thick skin Naroonies. Like after the whole Naroonies incident, like nobody really talked to him too much. I
think that's gonna be the title of this. The Naroonie incident.
Spell it?
I spell it Narooni because it sounds like that's what it sounds like to me. But like, and the thing was like the black chick who works with me, and she was just like, yeah, she's like, he says things like that all the time. I'm just like, and you're okay with that? I was like, yeah, I'm not. Like, so I started like complaining about it to other people, and we made the Slack. That's when we started making the Slack channel so we can air out our grievances with coworkers. And then we got that dude fired. I think that was the best thing I've ever done at this job. I'm proud of myself.
I never had that happen to me. I did have this like older white guy. He used to always corner me when I was walking somewhere at work and say, hey guy, hey guy, you used to play ball, didn't you? And I said, no, I was a nerd in high school. And he said, oh, you totally play ball. You should go out and play some more. Like he was trying to push me into playing football.
That's funny.
He used to creep me the hell out.
Just want himself a black friend. Embrace it.
I used to work at this place and you'd have to walk by the owner's office to get to the lunchroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I was walking down the hallway and I was coming up on his office, and he comes out, and just like out of habit, we make eye contact, and I give him a head nod and say, "What's up?" And his response, he was an older white guy. He waves at me and says, "Howdy."
This is right after college, but I used to work for the state government. I will never forget this. So basically, parents are military, so I basically lived my entire life overseas, came back to America for college, and then got my first post-college job. So I worked for a state government agency. So I didn't really know anything about, federal holidays, things like that. And this is back when I was in another state. And so there was a state holiday that I never heard of. It was called Confederates Day.
Oh yeah.
And I literally had never heard of this. So I was completely confused on why I had this day off. And so number one, I was very young and I was very curious. So I asked one of my coworkers, I'll never forget this. And so I'm looking at the calendar of all the days we have off, on our intranet. And I'm like, hey, what is Confederates Day and why do we have it? No, I was like, what is this Confederates Day and why do we have it off? And she said, and I swear to you, quote, it's because we gave you guys Martin Luther King Jr. Day, end quote. And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, wow, okay. Did not know that. Well, she actually said it's because we gave you people Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but yeah. And so I was just like, oh, wow. And in my mind, I'm thinking that was pretty fucking racist.
So what's the actual history behind Confederates Day?
It was literally because that was how they were able to get Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
word? That's the real story?
Yeah.
It was concession. It was the only way they could get it in some states.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Damn.
holy crap. Because the way I asked it, I guess she was just to know by the way I asked it, because I was like, I was a smart ass. I was like, why do we have Confederates Day off? People do know they lost the war, right? And so she just snipped at me and she's like, because we gave you people Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I was just like, wow, you people, holy shit. I didn't report her because I was scared.
Get her ass fired too. She keeps calling me Naruni too.
Dude, I was young and I just started working there. I wasn't trying to be an enemy of the state, man. I'm saying to Will Smith. And so I was just like, okay, well, the more you know. Cool.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, I hate the South so much. And then I realized it's the same everywhere.
It's a state holiday, paid holiday.
That's the best part, though.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 states.
Confederates Day still a thing in 9 states.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Beyonce, man. This country
We were healing.
was on the verge of being healed.
Yeah, here people just shrug and say, "Hell, it's a day off."
I hate to say it, but I think I might feel that way if I was there.
Honestly, I did. After the first year, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to complain about
Confederates Day,
this.
gonna hit up the beach.
I was like, this is not bad at all.
Gonna go grill.
Do you want to fight for one less day off?
Exactly. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take this. Now I'm going to complain about it. I was like, I'm going to take this holiday, but I'm not going to appreciate it.
I'm away. I'm just sleeping all day.
I'm not going to do anything productive. I don't want them to think that I like this holiday.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Public Enemy all day.
I'm going to read a history book on the Civil War. There's so much things that you learn when you're living in the southern region of America that blows your mind.
Yeah, there's a restaurant around here that the only reason they have a takeout window is because it was back in the day. It was for the blacks to use to get food.
Well, damn.
They couldn't eat inside the restaurant.
I keep forgetting you live in the deep south of Georgia.
It's not the deep south.
You live in the crevice of Georgia.
No, there's some space in Georgia that if you're black, you don't want to be caught.
I mean, you just described a drive-through window, so I assume that you're already there.
Yeah, your fast food joints have crazy racist history.
You're pretty deep, bro. You're in
people have died there and shit.
They do make the best hush puppies.
I mean, it really sounds like you're in the
I'm
crevice
not
already,
that
man.
mad. There's some spots. This shit. Hell, you wouldn't catch me in the Panhandle.
All right. So we tried to record an episode like a week or two ago, and we had some technical problems and we lost the audio. But that episode reignited my curiosity for this white supremacist website that I've been neglecting.
For the Beyonce.
So I jumped on this undisclosed white supremacist website, but I was like, let's take a lighthearted look at their racism. And so I went to their movie thread. And so here's someone's review for The Revenant. Half decent fight scenes at the beginning, but be warned, it's full of race mixing nonsense. It has war, rape, and other such stuff to make Whitey look evil. They have taken history, used the book adaptation, and distorted history to a Hollyweird version. It's European colonialism bad, Indian tribes good, and utterly negative in general. A Mexican directed it, and it shows. I don't know exactly what he means by that last part.
Didn't know that Mexicans had like some kind of obvious genetic stuff. It's like you watch the movie, yeah, this was definitely made by Mexican. You can see by how the camera pans.
Cinematography is a dead giveaway.
Man, what with that kind of hindsight, what movies can you watch?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because Star Wars being as big as it is, everyone fucking watches it, even white supremacists. So I was like, what do they got to say about this? And the very first post was, it's Star Wars A New Hope, but with a Negro.
So angry.
Like, how can you could be so racist you can't even enjoy Star Wars?
Be sitting in the movie theater just mad.
Like, just loving it until Finn showed up.
It's unrealistic. There are no Negroes in space in the future. I don't know, man. Like, racist people are hilarious to me. Like, they literally
racism at the movies is great shit.
That's why I can't wait till the Black Panther movie.
Dude, man, like if Marvel doesn't like bitch out, it could be the most amazing thing ever. Like if they make it full blown, Wakanda's way better than freaking America, full of black people like prospering. Oh man, the
Formation video got them hot, boy.
Man, they might burn Marvel to the ground.
Yeah.
But it'd be worth it.
Yeah, totally would.
It'd be even more amazing if like Black Panther just like straight up bodies Steve. Just beat Steve Rogers up in a fight, and he says something about America being weak.
Yeah. Well, in the trailer, you notice that Black Panther's ahead of Captain America, and he looked like he's struggling running.
But I mean, racists can just say, "Oh, that's that Twitch fiber muscle." They're okay with that. They've conceded that one. They're like, "Yeah, got those Negro muscles."
Yo, this one tripped me up. It was about the Minions movie.
Oh God, what are they?
Yeah, dude. So I opened it up, and like this dude is full on. Like he linked this article, and it's just like he says it's Jewish propaganda.
Oh my God, my twin nephew.
So like he goes into all this detail about the Talmud and all this other shit, and then this is what cracked me up. The very first and only response to this crazy ass article was, "What a great movie, so hilarious. I was laughing the whole time, 1,000,000,000 times better than the first one." It's like this guy walked in on the wrong website. And so they had a thread about the most anti-white movies. So I was looking through them, and there's like some movies you would expect, like there's Inglourious Bastards.
Was it really though? Oh yeah.
Well, they were killing Nazis, and these people, for some reason, how they feel about those guys,
heroes,
and they had Django Unchained, The Help, and then like they had Schindler's List, wait. And then like number 6 on this dude's list was Police Academy 2.
Dude, I can't remember that movie.
Why the hell? I mean, Emma Rock, what's her name was the star of the movie?
I thought they were about to say Samantha Rockwaller again.
No, she was
Emma Stone.
She was out there. Yeah, she was out there trying to save the Negroes.
That's probably the reason why I slay.
Some of their selections are just great. Like they have Tales from the Hood. which is, I don't know how that movie's anti-white.
I don't
haven't
either.
seen it in
Like-
a while, but I don't remember.
There's like no anti-whiteness in that. I guess it's because they don't have any white people in it.
Oh, the dirty cop that the one of them had featured dirty cops.
Oh, he was like the one white guy in the movie.
I don't remember him. Wasn't that important?
Yeah, he hooked up with that dude's wife after he died, right?
Yeah, the zombie episode.
Yeah.
Well, David Allen Greer was off the chain in that one scene, though. That's still my favorite part of the movie. That and the shit.
I just remember the shit from Games album.
Good old Clarence William III.
Oh, you'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit. I'm probably gonna watch that when this is over. Speaking of movies, man, tangent, I know, but man, since they announced that new Triple X movie, I went and tried to watch the old one. Damn, dude. Shit.
There's a new Triple X. Is Ice Cube still in it?
Nah, I'm not sure if he's gonna be in it or not.
Well, get you want to hear some spoilers of the new premise?
He didn't really.
I don't think anyone would be upset about this movie being spoiled for him.
So
Never
what
say never.
happens is they find some random dude and use plastic surgery to make him look like Vin Diesel
Xander Cage.
character from the first movie, because Xander Cage dies in the first 10 minutes of the second movie.
State of the Union.
Yeah,
The Ice Cube one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, so is the guy in the newest one just look like Vin Diesel?
No.
Yeah, he just looks like Vin Diesel.
Well, the guy that was supposed to be Vin Diesel's character in the second one was not actually Vin Diesel. That's the story that they're going to go with.
Wait, is Vin Diesel in this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's a star.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's all I was
Yeah.
asking. I thought it was just some weird ass like straight to DVD thing.
No, man. It's
No,
going to get a
yeah.
cinematic release and everything.
Yeah, even though all his movies that don't involve him driving a car bomb like all the fuck.
Yeah, they really do, bro. Witch Hunter, that shit was garbage. I was like, who's giving this dude money to do these things?
I mean, it was cheap as fuck and it still didn't make no money.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm a fan of the Riddick series, so I'm part of the problem.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I know it's horrible.
The only one I have problems with is the Necromongers one, because they never explain anything.
Yeah. I just like the first one. The other ones I just watch because I have nothing to live for.
Yeah. But you listen to the internet, you swear Vin Diesel is like the guy.
He's the guy who can't make a movie outside of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, though.
And they want him to play Black Bolt, and that scares the hell out of me.
No. All I know is that the thing I remember most from the first Triple X movie wasn't even the movie. It was just Pastor Troy's song, Are We Cutting? It's literally all I remember from that movie.
Only thing I remember is he wearing some janky ass fur coat for a good chunk of
Oh, yeah,
it.
he was wearing that in the movie.
It was just sad because that was like, I bought it when it was on DVD. It was like one of those 3-packs with something else.
Like, I was watching, I was like, yo, this is aged so poorly. it felt really 90s despite the fact it was made in 2000 something. I was just like, dude, this shit screams 90s as hell. Like, the sound effects sound like shit up like a 90s action TV show.
And we were all professional today. We showed up all on time. We started on time. We kept it down to like a very condensed amount of time. Usually it's like a 3-hour conversation that we edit down
Yeah.
to an hour, but we kept this one pretty tight. Like, I could still go do shit because it's not that late.
Yeah. Do we have any reviews from iTunes?
We do have a couple reviews, and I will say that I think that does help. Like, if you want to help us out, you could go and leave a review.
Leave 5-star reviews, and
Please
we'll
only
read them
5
on
stars,
there.
because we have one 5-star review from someone, Teddy826.
Shout out to Teddy826. You're a real MVP.
Give us a nice review. Subscribe on iTunes, because the way their categories work, people always talk about like their algorithm's really weird for how they do like their top 150. It's like some sort of like math equation that takes like your current user base and subscribers and then number of downloads. Like, it's a whole thing that's people can't really figure out.
Yeah,
All they know is that subscribers help and reviews help. So if you want to help us out, you can go do that for us.
We would definitely appreciate it.
When we got showcased on iTunes, we peaked at 85 out of all their comedy podcasts, which is pretty crazy because we were ahead of some like well-known podcasts for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, when they featured on Black History Month, I said, man, we shouldn't be up there. I could think of at least 5 other ones.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad because
I don't.
Because we have like one legitimate episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're hearing this too, you only really need to hear this one and our previous one.
Yeah. I wonder how they rank those. Maybe because those
somebody at Apple's a fan.
Hopefully, but I think it's more likely that when I like throw the RSS feed, I use a bunch of meta tags like Black culture and shit like that.
Tim Cook's a fan. He loves our
shout
show.
out to Steve Jobs. Rest in peace.
Don't think Steve Jobs can hear that.
Well, they got Dr. Dre up there, so he might be listening.
Oh yeah, it was probably Dre who put us on.
Shout out Dre.
I had to guess. Thanks, Dre.
I've been trying to get in the studio with you, Dre. You need to hit me up, Brown.
And we're not even halfway into Black History Month.
Dude, man, Beyonce started us off right.
I think we're doing pretty good.
I mean, Beyonce was like, yo, let's just make this the best Black History Month ever. And just got America going crazy. I mean, we were healing apparently, and now we're no longer healing. She opened the wound again.
Oh, breaking news. Ted Cruz halts campaign ad because one of the actors in it does Cinemax for him.
Wait, what?
No fucking way.
Let me link it to you in the chat.
Damn.
Like, nobody can use IMDb?
I mean, but would anybody really IMDb a politician?
I mean, IMDb anybody willing to appear in the Ted Cruz ad.
That's true. Let's see what we got.
Oh, this is New York Times. It's like a real thing. I thought you were going to link it to like Bossip.
Now, I was on Bossip the other day and I was like, man, what if I linked that?
I got so confused for like 3 seconds, like, because you kept saying Terry Crews.
You're saying Ted Cruz, man. I heard it.
I heard Terry, damn it.
You thought Terry Crews was running for president?
I knew it was Ted, but I just kept hearing Terry. I was like, what is he talking about? So I kept thinking, the actor? What does it do with anything? Oh, Ted Cruz, man. That dude's legit evil, man. Like, I don't like that word evil, but this nigga is evil. That's crazy though. Like, you would think they look up like their history, something like that.
At least ask, like, have you worked before? And yeah, I did a couple pornos. Like, well then,
did a couple snuff films. Nothing major though. It won't really mess up your campaign. Well,
I'm looking at it up her
honestly, I just saw this ad like a couple hours ago. So when did they pull it?
Must have been just like a few minutes ago, like literally minutes ago. She was also in Deviant Whores, Animal Lust,
sketchy,
Sin City Diaries, Set Spa 2, The Body Work, Reality Sex, Private Sex Club, Kinky Sex Club. So they didn't look at this lady.
Yeah, it sounds like she's been getting work.
Maybe she was trying to transition over like to real acting or mainstream acting, I should say.
All those were back in like 2005.
Oh, so she's basically just like maybe trying to put herself through college. I mean, I really can't judge the girl for what she does. It's just sex. I don't know what the big deal is, but it's kind of funny considering the fact Ted Cruz stand on sex in general. So I think he kind of deserves this. So more power to her.
Is there is there a more unlikable person than Ted Cruz? Like,
honestly, I don't know. I'd rather kick it with Kim Jong-il than fucking Ted Cruz, man. At least I know where he stands in life. Ted Cruz is just a fucking evil dude, man. Like, fuck.
I wonder how North Koreans do feel about black people.
The same as everybody else. There's sorry, Slay. You're not going to be able to go there. They're just not going to see you as a god. They're going to see you as how everybody else sees black people.
They're gonna have signs up saying no black people because of Ebola.
Don't think they have time to write signs when they got to worry about being in prison and concentration camps.
Oh, I was thinking more South Korea.
Yeah, they don't really like you either.
But they like our music though.
That's everybody. Everybody loves black
That's Black history in a nutshell.
like, this is black culture in general, man. Like, everybody wants to be black, but nobody really wants to be black. Like, when I heard that growing up, I was like, honestly, I was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. Don't know what this means. And I was like, oh my God, this is really true. Makes sense.
You could follow us on Twitter, SWS Podcast. Before, I wanted to say, because we're planning to try and do this like every other week, try to put out a new episode every other week. How fucking hard was it to do it every week? How ridiculous is it that there are people who do that weekly?
I mean,
Do it daily.
yeah.
Dailies. Oh my God.
Dailies is crazy.
Black guy who tips. How do you do it?
Well, he gets paid for it, though.
Well, still, like, you can't pay me to be interesting every day. I can't do
That's
it.
why that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, like we ran out of steam trying to do this weekly.
We really did. It was so sad. You could tell.
It was it was a low point for us.
Like,
We really needed that iTunes showcase to lift our spirits because we realized we could not do this weekly.
Yeah, I was.
like when we
I
tried.
didn't even prepare. Like I said, I was, but I'm doing that. So.
Shit was sad, like, because like when we tried to do it like weekly, you could tell we were like,
Yeah, we're like, man, this is like, dude, we spent like 40 minutes talking about the net worth of like we were on that website just like, oh shit, Chris Tucker owes a lot of money.
Oh God, that was a great lost episode. We devolved to talking about Chiggy for.
bruh. I mean, Chicky probably got the most promo off of us that he's ever received. Posts
And
right
nobody will
there.
ever hear it.
We're the only podcast in 2016 that was willing to talk about Flex Alexander.
Oh God, they had a marathon of his reality show this weekend, and I watched like 5 minutes of it.
I'm still like really shocked that he aged so poorly, man. Like, what the hell?
He did. He's trying to maintain that fade, but he got a receding hairline.
That's always sad. Like Kobe looks sad doing that shit too. You gotta just throw in the towel.
Just cut it off.
I mean, LeBron?
Just be a bald black dude.
Like it sucks if it goes when you're young, but you don't want to look stupid as fuck either.
That's why you gotta like, man, like if you're trying to do that, you just had to basically keep your hair grown up the entire time. Like trying to grow your hair out once you're like your mid-30s, it's a stupid idea. Now your headline's in the back of your damn head, and you got like an 8 head going on. Like,
Just give it
you
up.
do, man. Like I really feel bad for like those dudes who have like cornrows and stuff like that, and they're like like their 40s.
Oh my God. Those cornrows and their headline is like
all the
at
way
the back of the head.
Mm.
I see that so much down here. I was like, man, just give it
Just
up.
cut your hair, man. Just cut that shit. But if they try to maintain it, man. No matter what, it's like this is all I know in life.
So anyway, like I was saying, we're gonna try and do this every other week
No promises.
because we're just not capable of doing it weekly. They're asking too much. We got jobs and shit to do.
We're not getting paid. To podcasts yet.
Maybe when Tristan Walker comes through and starts paying our rent,
Yeah.
then we could talk.
I mean, my rent's not that expensive, Tristan. I'm just saying, man.
We really need those razors, Tristan.
Yeah.
Get on that Bevel Sun.
Oh God, I want a Bevel sponsorship so fucking bad.
And like everybody got them, but
I know. I was looking through like other podcast timelines. Like, use our promo code when you're going to go check out a Bevel.
Dude,
I'm envious.
This-
I'm envious, Tristan.
random thing. Our boy Nas, man. He started his own venture capital firm.
yo, I read that. I was shocked.
Yeah, man. He's actually worked with some pretty legit companies, man. Lyft, Uber. I was like, dude, if Nas makes a billion for anybody else, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fucking crazy. Like you hear on these, like you see the Forbes list every year. You see Jay and Diddy, and then one year it's going to say Nas, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
The man responsible for Uchi Wally is also brought you Lyft. Think about that.
That plays in every Uber and Lyft car when you get a Lyft car.
Just get in, Illmatic starts up.
All of a sudden, Ether starts playing. Like, what the hell is going on? You hear gunshots and you got to duck because you don't know what's real.
But for real, Uchi Wally is a reprehensible song.
You just are.
I sat down and listened to the lyrics one day. I was like, "Gee, what the hell? They don't respect women at all."
It was a low point in Nas's life, man. He had pressure from the studio to make hits, so that's what he did.
He got pressure so hard he let his bodyguard rap on the song.
Hey, man, Horseman.
When we're going to get a No Limit documentary? That's what
we really do need one, man. They ran the game for a hot minute.
I bet there's some dirt, some good dirt.
Yeah.
How come Master P doesn't have a podcast?
He needs to do something. Bored millionaire.
I need to hear from Master P more frequently. I need the P Miller podcast.
I learned that's how finding out that we were on the Black History Spotlight showed me that Snoop has a podcast. Yeah. I can't imagine what it's like.
He's got a podcast and a YouTube channel.
Well, he just gets high and talks with people. Yep. It's what you would expect from Snoop.
All I know is, man, it's that dude, Master P, he still got a lot of money apparently. I thought he would have blown through everything.
No, evidently he invested well.
Yeah, he had a real estate company and everything. Can't even get mad at that.
Master P, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we're open to that idea.
Free C murder.
He managed to hide his side chick for the longest.
Shout out to Little Romeo, one of the greats.
And what's his daughter's name? Champagnique.
I hope you name his daughter Champagne.
I don't even know what the second one was.
It's Champagne. I gotta look it up now, but it's something urban.
The way you said that, you sounded like you had so much contempt for it. You're like something urban.
Yeah, right. It's Champagnique Miller.
Champagnique.
CYMPHONIQUE.
Honestly, I can't parse that at all. So I just heard letters.
That's worth so many points in Scrabble.
Like to this day, nobody knows who her mother is, but she's clearly half Asian.
Who?
Champagnique. He is not with his daughter is not with his wife, his regular wife. It's with his side chick.
I mean, P. Miller does what P. Miller wants to do. Make him say,
like sponsored podcasts.
No.
Hey, we shield copies of Light Mike and Light Mike 2.
Isn't that Bow Wow?
Yep.
What happened to him? Last thing I remember Bow Wow doing was he signed to Young Money. And they put out some promotional video about it when he was going around to different places and announcing his thing and talking about it. And then he would run out. He would have 3 bodyguards and run out into his car. And I was like, why are you running to your car? There's literally nobody out here to chase you. You don't need 3 you don't need 3 bodyguards. You can literally just hop in a regular car like everybody else. He had a stretch limo. And they were
I feel
they would rush him in. I was this is so weird right now.
Don't nobody who I always confuse Romeo and Bow Wow.
Well, one's got money. The other one's pretty broke apparently. He's on CSI Cyber, which is the worst show ever. And he's playing the character. He's playing a hacker, and he doesn't know what the fuck.
I knew it. I was gonna say hacker.
He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about in the TV show, and it annoys me so much. I'm just oh my god.
Yeah. Which is strange because they have the Asian hacker stereotype on there too.
Dude, no, Bow Wow's character is so bad. He says things that are not real. I'm just this, and his line delivery makes it even worse. I'm just oh my god. And my mom loves that show. She calls me all the time. She's is that real? I was no, nothing they're talking about is real at all.
Lil Bow Wow is not real.
I would be meaning to watch it, but it comes on a Sunday at 10 o'clock on CBS.
I don't know when it comes on. I don't have cable TV. I'm a cord cutter. On
You watch the? Do you You watch The Flash?
yeah,
Like, isn't that the best representation of black fatherhood on TV ever?
honestly, it is. Like, that's probably the best black father I've ever seen portrayed on TV. Better than Uncle Phil.
Like,
Well, whose father is this?
Barry the white
Flash.
characters.
Wait, so Barry, who is the Flash, is a white guy.
And his dad is black because his real dad was in prison. So
Oh,
Joe took care of him.
Joe took
him in.
Yeah, like when the supervillain is wilding out, Joe sits him down, look him in the eye, give him that black fatherhood pep talk.
puts his hand behind the neck.
Yeah.
Yep. Then Barry goes, fights the supervillain, figures out he can beat him by running faster.
Basically, the story
That's
is
how-
every time just run faster.
Yeah.
Literally, all of his problems are solved by running faster. Like, he spends like the first 20, 15 minutes in the show, like, I can't beat him. And then, like, either
Yeah.
Joe or Dr. Wells gives him a pep talk about moving faster. And so he does, and he wins. And it's just like, yeah, I don't. It sounds bad, but it's so good.
Oh my God. My favorite scene is when Joe just walks in the room about to put two in that dude's head.
Oh yeah, no questions
questions
asked. Just turns the corner, pulls out his gun, and just drops and shoots like 3 bullets at the dude. I was like, damn.
I wanted, they should do more flashbacks showing where Barry goes to like the cookouts and stuff.
The family reunions.
Yeah.
He has that one uncle who's this little white boy.
Yeah.
Every year he does it.
Yeah. To show Barry knows how to play spades.
And goes to Howard.
Like, so what school you applying
Idiot.
to? I don't know. I'm thinking about going to Tech. No, you're gonna go to Howard. It's your only option.
No, we're Howard men in this house.
You can get a scholarship.
And now Joe got his other son who's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Wally, his actual real son. Now racist everywhere. I'm like, see, why kids are just better. And then he's got a crush on Barry's got a crush on basically his sister, which is always hilarious to me.
Pretty gross.
I don't like Iris.
I have a love-hate relationship with Iris's character. I like the actress because I think she's nice looking, but the character's garbage. She whines too damn much, and like, yo, she does really stupid, nonsensical things like nobody would ever do what you're doing.
Yeah, like you making dude's job harder. Sit back and chill out.
I probably said like 4 times already, so I'm probably gonna have to edit a couple of them out so it's not so annoying. But follow us on Twitter, subscribe on iTunes, leave a review on iTunes, and if it's a bad review, keep it to yourself. We don't give a fuck. We really don't want to hear how shitty we are. We know we're shitty. We don't need people telling us.
And go to Bevel.com and make your purchase and said you learned about them from So What.
Actually, that's a good thing to start plugging right there, man.
Yeah, everyone go on Twitter and hit up Tristan Walker and tell him about So Well Spoken. Send him an email. If you know him in real life, chat him up. If you know his wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, or I don't know how Tristan Walker gets down. He won't talk to me. So if you know
I'd like
his
to know,
significant other,
trying to be his friend.
yeah, I'm trying to be friendly with Tristan Walker. So if you know him, tell him what's up. We want that sponsorship.
We really do. We're not asking for a lot. I mean, come on, guys.
I think once we get that, I'm just gonna shut this shit down. We made it.
It's 2015.
I want
we
someone
just
to
wanna
pay
make
me
it.
to do this at least once, and that will be enough for me. We were featured on iTunes, and now we're gonna have a Patreon. This is a strictly premium podcast now. You're gonna have to pay us from now on.
Dude, that would be amazing
Yeah,
if you
that
got
would
that
matter.
powerful that you can make a Patreon for your podcast. And people paying you like thousands a month to listen to you talk about nonsense.
That's some bullshit.
Dude, Patreon's amazing though. Like a couple of people I actually know are on there. One of them basically he just draws all day. He gets like I think he's up to like 3,000 now. So it's just like,
Shit.
yeah, it's not fair. I was like, I wish I can draw. So I started to learn how to draw. My plan is by this time next year, I can start a Patreon.
And we should. I think on our website, sowellspoken.com, I think we could set up an option for donations, which would be less sad or more sad. I don't know.
I think, every time I see people asking for donations, I think it's sad.
I mean, we don't need them. It would be nice because
I just think they're always sad though.
I mean, you two don't need it because I'm fucking paying so much for this thing.
I mean, you need co-hosts, so
Yeah, but Machinima really contact me. Your Screw Tech videos are whack.
they're not going to contact us for this, man.
Someone contact us.
To Machinima, they kind of align really closely with men's right advocates because they're gamers. I don't think they're gonna be really too big on race issues.
Someone contact us and validate us as a podcast, please.
Especially like people go through our old episodes with Devo on there. They're definitely not going to be feeling that.
Yeah, I think it bears repeating that only listen to this one and the one before it, because the ones earlier than that, there's some good stuff in there, but the audio quality is really whack. It's really low.
All right, well, I think that wraps everything up for the day.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks. I'm gonna feel like such an asshole if we don't pull through.
We won't. So
this should be out. You should be hearing this either Sunday or Monday. On Valentine's Day or the day after.
And Morris, don't forget.
If I don't forget. If I get around to it, if I can make the time for it. And then we should have another one out at the end of this month.
Word.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right.